So it's nice to see everybody, your names, some of your faces. I have everybody on mute, and then, yep, we should be good. All right, so we'll start out this morning in child's pose. So you're gonna come to kneel, and then let the big toes touch. Your knees can come together or they can go wide, and the fingertips will walk out in front of you. We'll start a little slower this morning, right? Just settling in from the week. And taking a moment to set an intention for yourself, for your practice, your movements. Dedicate it to someone or something, even just to give yourself time. You'll feel your breath moving in through the nose, into your belly, and then out of the belly, out through your nose. And we'll spend about a minute here, just breathing. Maybe reach your fingertips out a little bit further. You can also wiggle the hips a little side to side. And then on the next inhale, we'll come up to all fours. So your hands will go underneath the shoulders, knees will go underneath the hips. We're gonna go through a couple rounds of cat-cow. So as you inhale, you'll look up to the sky, tailbone lifts. And then as you exhale, round and press the floor away. Inhale to look up, tailbone lifts. Exhale and round. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, look up. And exhale, round. Good, two more. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Last time, inhale, look up. And exhale, round. On the next inhale, we'll come back to a neutral spine and extend your left foot back behind you. And from here, you're just gonna rock forward and back, pressing through your left heel, starting to stretch through your left calf, left ankle. Good, and then from here, you'll steady yourself and you'll swing your left foot and cross it over to the right. Yep. Swing your hips to the left and look down at your left toes from the right side. Get a nice stretch in the left waistline, left side body. And then as you inhale, unwind, and we're gonna step the left foot forward between the hands. Good, from here, we'll walk the fingertips out on a diagonal to the right. If you wanna jazz it up a little bit, you can lift the back knee up off the mat. And then we're gonna gently wiggle the hips from side to side. And then from here, hands will walk back to center. Keep your right palm down, and then we'll reach the left arm up to the sky. Take a twist. Again, your back knee can be down for modification. And then release your left hand down. Good, we'll lower the right knee down and switch sides. So now your right foot's going to extend back behind you. We're going to rock forward and back. Doesn't matter the breath pattern, just as long as you're breathing. Good, and then from here, we'll cross our right leg over to the left, right? Swing your hips to the right. Maybe look down at your right toes. And then we'll inhale, come back, and then the right foot will step forward. Good, from here, walk your fingertips on a diagonal to the left. Stick your butt back behind you and wag the hips a little side to side. You can also lift your back knee up off the mat. And then from here, hands come back to center, the left palm plants, the right arm's gonna reach up to the sky. Take a twist, draw both shoulders back. Taking another deep breath in. And now as you exhale, release your hand to the mat. We'll lower the left knee down, then lower the right knee down. Coming back to all fours, we'll go through another couple rounds of cat-cow. As you inhale, look up, tailbone rises, and exhale, round. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, look up. And exhale, round. Then on the inhale, we come back to a neutral spine. And from here, you can either stick with puppy pose, and that's your down dog. Your fingertips walk out in front of you. Your hips stay high, right? Or if you would like to move into down dog, fingertips spread wide, we lift the knees up off the mat, and then hips move back. If you're in down dog, take a moment and pedal your feet out. You can shake your head yes and no. And then we'll steady the feet. If you're in down dog, you're gonna inhale high up onto the toes. And as you exhale, let your heels root down. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale high up onto your toes. Exhale, heels root down. Last time. Inhale high up onto your toes. Exhale, heels root down. And then we'll slowly walk the feet all the way to the top of the mat. Once you're there, I'm just gonna face this way. So we're gonna bend the right knee, keep your left leg as straight as you can, and then your fingertips will walk to the right. So you get a nice stretch on the outside edge of the left leg. If your hands don't reach the ground, you can bring them to your calf. And then we'll walk the hands back to center, bend the left knee, straighten your right leg. Pull your right hip back. And then if you have one tighter side, we're gonna go back to that side. So for me, it's my right side, right? So I'm gonna straighten my right leg, keep my left knee bent. Give it some extra love. And then we'll come back to center. On your inhale, hands will come to your shins, lift and lengthen halfway. And exhale to fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale to fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. On the next inhale, we're going to sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. And as you exhale, hands will come to your heart center. Good. Inhale, arms will reach up. And exhale to fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale to fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise. Good. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale and fold. Good. Inhale, arms rise. Beautiful. Exhale. Now the hands will come to the heart center. Take a moment to breathe. Maybe the eyes closed. Feel the energy circulating in your body. And then release your hands. Beautiful. You're going to take your feet. If you're on your yoga mat, you'll take them mat width distance apart. We're going to interlace the hands behind the back. Bend your knees. As you inhale, you'll look up to the sky, shoulders draw back. And then as you exhale, send your butt back. We're going to fold forward. Your hands can stay on your low back, or they can lift up if you have that range of motion. And then again, gently rock side to side. Bend one knee, straighten the other. And then we'll steady the feet. Still keeping a bend in the knees. Release your fingertips down. As you inhale, lengthen halfway. Now as you exhale, we'll fold. Your left hand is going to stay on your left shin or ankle, and then the right arm is going to reach up. Yeah, taking a little twist. And then release the right hand down. Left arm will reach up. Beautiful. Release down. As you inhale, straighten the legs, lengthen halfway. Now as you exhale, we're going to plant the palms and step back to down dog. Nice. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. Right, modification, you lower your knees to the mat, and then we'll all bend the elbows and lower to our belly. You'll untuck the toes. And we'll press into the hands to lift the chest up to cobra. Keep a little bend in the elbows. Shoulders draw back. Good, then we'll come all the way up through all fours, and then down dog or puppy pose. On your inhale, come up high up onto the toes, lift between the hands. Exhale, feet walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Beautiful. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, we'll plant the palms, step back to down dog or puppy pose. On the inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower to your belly. Untuck your toes, we'll press into the hands, chest lifts up to cobra. Nice, and as you exhale, come through all fours, and then down dog. We'll take another 2 big breaths here. And then on the next inhale, come up high up onto your toes, lift between the hands. As you exhale, bend the knees. Now, if you like to jump forward, you can jump forward or you take a big step forward. You'll inhale halfway, exhale and fold. Inhale, arms will rise. Good. Now as you exhale, we're going to bring the arms out to a cactus, right? Or a goalpost. You'll bend your knees. So you're sitting into an imaginary chair. Your legs might fire up. Even bring the sides of the neck back. See if you can lift your toes up off the mat, right? And then gently place them down. Another deep breath in. And now as you exhale, fold, release. Inhale halfway. Exhale back to down dog. On the inhale, move forward to plank. And as you exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, chest to rise up to cobra. Nice. Now as you exhale, we're going to lower down just to our elbows. So this is called Sphinx pose. So it doesn't look like a whole heck of a lot, but it stretches through the front of your abdomen. Spread the fingertips wide, elbows down. And without actually moving your arms, you're driving the elbows back. So you'll feel a contraction. And then the shoulders draw back, bring the sides of the neck back. And if this hurts anywhere in your low back, I want you to lift your ribs up a little bit. You'll feel the core kick on. Good. Take another couple breaths. And then you'll lower back down. Hands come by your low ribs. And then we'll make our way up to all fours. Okay. So from here, we're going to try something new. I don't think I've done this with you guys before. So this is called dolphin pose. Really good for opening up through the front of the chest and strengthening the shoulders. So you have two options. First option, your elbows will be parallel on the ground, right? And your hands will be spread wide, like this, right? The other option is to take your hands and interlace them. Elbows still stay underneath the shoulders, okay? And then from there, you're gonna shrug the shoulders up to the ears. Then as you exhale, you're gonna draw the shoulders away from the ears and pull them onto the back. And then we're gonna lift the knees up off the mat, right? And maybe you're here for a second and then you lower back down, right? Or if you can stay up, you can walk your feet in and then move your chest towards the legs, right? So this is an inversion. Super fun to try, good for the shoulders, the posture. And then if you want to spice it up a little bit more, you can lift one leg up and then lower it back down. The other leg up, then lower it back down. Right, so we'll do this for about a minute. And again, you rest as you need. You can always come down into a child's pose. Nice work. Beautiful, and then we'll lower down. Ooh, let your arms drape alongside the body. Give yourself a moment to breathe, to rest. Feel the breath expanding in the low back, the belly, space behind the shoulders. And then we'll make our way back up to all fours. We'll step the right foot forward between the hands. Your left knee will stay down. Walk it back as far as you comfortably can. Squeeze your legs together without actually moving them. And then we're going to inhale to reach the arms up to a low lunge. Good, taking a couple breaths here. Right, pull your right hip back, left hip forward, so your hip points are squared with the front of the mat. If you have shoulder issues, elbows come out to our goalpost or T. Awesome, taking another deep breath in. Now as you exhale, fingertips will frame your front foot and we'll pull the hips back, straighten your right leg. Yeah, a little runner's lunge. Your left fingertips will stay down. Keep flexing your right toes, and then we'll reach the right arm up. Ooh, nice big breath. Awesome, and then as you exhale, we bend through the right knee. Fingertips release down. We'll come back to all fours and switch sides. Left foot steps forward. First, stay up on the fingertips, walk your right knee back. And then squeeze your legs towards one another, and then inhale, arms rise. Draw your left hip back, right hip forward. All right, if you're feeling extra energetic today, you can look up to the sky and maybe start to lean back. Another deep breath in. Exhale, fingertips release down. And now we'll draw the left leg towards straight, hips move back. Beautiful. Flex your toes. And then the right hand stays down, the left arm will reach up. Another full breath in. And then exhale, release. And then we're going to step forward to a forward fold. On your inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms will reach up. And exhale, hands come to the heart. All right, so now we'll go through a little standing series. So let's take a big step back with our right foot. Right heel will come parallel with the outside edge of the mat. Starting in warrior two, the fingertips will reach out, gaze out over the left fingertips. Keep squeezing everything in towards the midline, the core, the legs, even the shoulder blades squeeze. Right, feel the strength in the lower body, but the lightness in the upper body. Taking another full breath in. Now as you exhale, hands will come to the hips. Now we're going to spin our right toes a little bit more to face the front of the mat. So now we're in a warrior one stance. And then we'll sweep the arms up, looking up to the sky, still drawing the legs towards one another. Now our hips are squared with the front of the mat. Beautiful. Taking another deep breath in, full breath out. Now as you inhale, we're going to reach the arms forward, still bending through the left knee. Hug your belly in. Good, and now the fingertips will release down. We're going to spin to the ball of the back foot, and then we're going to heel to, or actually hop this right foot in, and then maybe we reach it up to the sky, right? But if you need modification, you can keep the foot down and stay up on the toe. Little bend in the left knee to prevent cramping in the hip. Nice. We'll hang out here for another breath or three. And then we'll step forward. Woo, good work. Inhale, halfway. Exhale and fold, and just notice the difference between the left and right leg. Then as you inhale, we'll re-lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale, the arms will reach up. Good, and exhale, hands will travel to the heart. Nice. Now you're going to take a big step back with your left foot. Coming into warrior two. Your right knee is forward. Fingertips are out. Yeah, arms are at a T. Gaze out over your right fingertips. Again, squeeze your legs towards one another. Belly hugs in, but then feel lightness in the chest, an expansion out through your fingertips. Nice, then as you inhale, we're going to spin our left toes a little bit more to the front of the mat. We'll sweep the arms back up to the sky, warrior one. Now our hips are squared with the front of the mat. Your right hip pulls back, left hip forward. Taking another deep breath in. Now as you exhale, we're going to reach the arms forward, like you're Superman or Superwoman. Right? And then the fingertips will release down. We'll come to the ball of the back foot and then start to walk your left foot in. And then we're going to lift the left leg up. Little bend in the right knee, flex the left foot. Right? Imagine you are standing on your left foot. That's how straight the leg is. That's how flexed the foot is. Reach the chest forward, crown of the head forward. And then we'll release, forward fold. Beautiful job. On your inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale and fold. And take a moment in your forward fold, sway side to side. And then on the inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Good. Inhale, arms will rise. And exhale, release the palms. Palms to face forward, close your eyes. Right, coming back to your intention that you set at the beginning of class. And let that circulate through your body and mind as we continue to move and go through the poses. And then on your next inhale, arms reach. Good. Exhale, hands come to the heart. All right, we'll have a little fun here, a little balancing pose. So you're going to bend the right knee a little bit. So it's basically what we just did, but without the arms. Hands can stay at the heart. Arms can also, I'm not going to do it, airplane. They could come out to a T. And then from there, come up onto the ball of the left foot, little bend in your right knee. And then we're going to hinge the hips back. Belly hugs in, and then you start to lift your left leg up. Again, if you need to balance, you can always place your fingertips on a wall or something. Then we hang out here and breathe. Nice, warrior three. Awesome. And you're working your left glute, your left butt. Focus your gaze on one point. Maybe it's a grain of wood or fuzz on the carpet. Something that's not moving. Awesome, and then we come all the way back up. Good job. Woo, shake your legs out. And then we switch. Left foot roots down, little bend in the left knee. Hands come to your heart. First, come up on your right toes, and then you can send your butt back, chest forward, right? This is a modification. And then maybe you start to walk your right foot back. And then you can lift your right leg up, flex the toes. If you fall out, you come right back in. And feel yourself wobbling. That's totally fine. That's our muscles working. And then we come all the way back up. Good stuff. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale to fold. Inhale halfway. And exhale, fold. Good. From here, we'll step back to down dog or puppy pose. Pedal your feet up, shake your head. Then we'll do one flow. So as you inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower to the belly. Inhale, the chest will rise to cobra. Good, and then exhale back to child's pose. Just taking a moment to reset. And then as we inhale, we rise. Beautiful, let's step back to the top of the mat. On the inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, the arms are gonna reach up. And as you exhale, hands come to the heart. All right, so we'll do a couple more balancing poses. It's fun, it's nice out. All right, so you can, again, grab a wall or a chair, whatever you have nearby you. We're gonna start just in a chair pose. So butt moves back, right? For now, you can keep your hands at your heart and just breathe. And you're gonna think about the soles of your feet, right? Feel all four corners of both your feet. And then we're gonna shift the weight into our left foot and then lift our right knee up. Nice, still bending through your left knee. And then we're gonna shift the weight, lower your right foot down and then lift your left knee up. Nice, beautiful, and then release. Good, on the inhale, release the legs, release the arms. Awesome. So from here, we're gonna move into tree pose. Start on your right foot, right toes are pointed forward. The left toes will start on the ground, left heel to the right ankle. Right, then from there, you can bring your left sole of the foot to the right calf. Yep, and then from there, maybe you grab hold of your left foot and place it on your right upper inner thigh. Now focus your gaze on one point that's not moving. And then the hands can come to the heart. And then the arms can reach up. Now if you fall out, you come right back in, you tried. Right, and we try again. Keep pushing your foot into the leg, leg into foot. That'll help with balance. Awesome, good. And then we release. You guys are steady trees. And then shake the feet out. And then we'll switch sides. So now your left foot comes down. Your toes start, your right toes start on the ground, right heel, left calf. Right, that's stage one, hands at the heart. Nice, then from there, maybe your foot comes up the calf and you can stay here and breathe. Or you take your right foot, place it on your left upper inner thigh. Right, imagine you had super glue that were holding the leg and foot together. And then once you're steady, arms can reach up. Nice, good work. Love it, another full breath in, and then release. Good stuff. All right, shake the legs out. We're gonna do one more on each side. This one's called Gomukhasana. All right, so bending through your knees like you're sitting into a chair. Your right leg is gonna cross over the left, right? So your right toes will start on the ground. You're squeezing your inner thighs towards one another, and you'll feel, you wanna hug the pelvic floor in, Hug the belly in. Maybe bend a little deeper, and you can take your legs and lift your right toes up off the ground. Right? Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Then the arms will come out. Then we do a little arm variation where you stay here. Your right elbow can come underneath the left elbow, and your hands can come to the shoulders, or maybe you wrap your hands. Good stuff. Some people can double wrap this bottom foot, but you don't have to. Awesome, good, and release. Whew. I feel it too. We'll bend through the right knee now. Stage one, left leg just crosses over the right. Everything hugs in. Right, we sit our butt down a little lower, and maybe you lift your left toes up off the ground. Good, then arms come out to a cactus. All right, now let's see, our left elbow goes on top of the right. Maybe the palms touch. Beautiful. If you fall out, you come back in. And then we'll release. Beautiful. Good. Good stuff. On the inhale, arms rise. And exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. And now as you exhale, let's take a big step back with our right foot. We'll lower the right knee down. Yep. So I'm going to face this way. You're going to walk your left foot out to the outside edge of your mat. So you give yourself a whole lot of room. Stage one is to stay up on your hands, right? If you can go deeper, you can maybe lower to one elbow or two elbows, but just stick with what's okay for your body. Keep lengthening through the chest. And then pull your left hip back, right? Some people have a tendency to kind of poke the hip out, pull it back. Breathe. Nice. And then from here, we come back through all fours. Oops. And then the right foot comes forward. You can heel toe your right foot out a little bit wider. Give yourself some room. And then one side's always different. Maybe you lower down to one elbow, two elbows. Draw your right hip back and breathe. And your back knee can be down. Awesome, then we'll make our way back up. All right, let's switch sides. So now the left foot comes forward again. This one is one of a fun pose I like to do. It's called dancing camel. So the hands are gonna come up to your left leg, left foot's forward. And then on the inhale, your arms are gonna reach up, right? So stage one, you stay here. And then we're gonna start to send the hips down, let them get heavy. Let's see, our left hand is gonna come to the low back. As you inhale, you'll reach your left arm up, and as you exhale, sit down a little further. And then maybe you reach back and grab hold of the calf, right? Lean back even more. Maybe you even grab hold of your right foot with your right hand. Lift your chest up and breathe. And then as you inhale, we come back up, and then we switch sides. Your left knee comes down, right foot forward. I like to keep my back toes tucked under. Arms will rise. Squeeze your legs together. Right, stage one, you stay with the hips sinking, get a really nice stretch in the front of your left hip. To add on, right hand can come to the low back. You reach up and then lean back, right? Maybe your hand comes to the back of the thigh, lift up, reach back. Or maybe you can bring the hand to the foot or the heel, right? Reach up and then lean back. You can also bend the elbow, your right elbow, and let the head rest on the hand. Super big expansion in the front of the chest. Beautiful, good. Then we'll slowly, slowly, slowly make our way back up. Beautiful. And we'll come to seated. Good work. From here, the feet will extend out in front of you, flex the toes. You can take your hands and manually inner spiral your thighs or send your butt back. On the inhale, the arms will reach up. And as you exhale, fold. Grab hold of whatever you can, your toes, the balls of the feet, the outside edges of the feet. So after we do some heart opening, it's good to do some forward folds. So as you inhale, you'll lengthen. And then as you exhale, you can draw yourself inward. And the point is not to go flat on the legs, right? We want a nice stretch in the hamstrings. You can even add a little rock from side to side. And then as you inhale, we make our way back up. Our right sole of the foot will come to the left thigh. Your left hand will stay down on the ground. You're going to use this as traction. Right arm reaches up, and you're going to reach your right arm across and over to the left. So you can either take your hand on the outside edge of the shin or reach to the outside edge of the foot. Yes. And your left fingertips are down on the ground and pushing forward, so you feel yourself, the belly draw to the left. And breathe. And then as you inhale, we rise back up and we switch sides. Your right leg will extend long. Sole of the left foot comes to the right calf, or right thigh, sorry. Right hand stays down on the ground. On the inhale, reach your left arm up. And as you exhale, reach over to the outside edge of your right leg or outside edge of the foot. Keep flexing your right toes. And then on the inhale, we come back up. Beautiful, and then we'll come to lie on the back. So once you're there, the knees will guide in towards the chest. And rock yourself a little side to side, or you can circle your knees around, massage your low back. Nice. And then we'll take our left foot down to the ground. Right ankle crosses over your right knee, or left knee, sorry. Right ankle over left knee. You're going to hold on to the back of the left leg and come into a reclined pigeon. Flex through both feet. And if you need more of a stretch, you hug the knee in a little closer. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. And you can stay here for a couple breaths, or we can move this into a twist. You'll bring your whole figure four over to the left. Your right foot might touch down to the ground. If it does, you grab hold of your right ankle with the left hand. It gives you some traction to move your right knee away from the belly. Your right arm can come out to a T. And then as you inhale, come back up. And then we'll switch sides. Right foot comes down. The left ankle will cross over the right knee. And then hug your right knee into the chest for a couple breaths. Again, you can always rock side to side or stay still. Flex through both feet. Relax the shoulders, relax your jaw. And then we'll bring the arms out to a T or to a cactus. And you can stay in just a regular reclined pigeon, or we can take it into a twisted reclined pigeon. Your left foot will come down to the ground, left arm out to a T. Let your left knee move away from the belly. And then as you inhale, come back up. We'll extend the left leg long on the mat. The right knee will hug in. Right from here, we're going to do a little stretch for the hip area on the left side. So your right knee hugs in, and you're going to hover your left foot up off the ground. And then you're just going to let it swing a little side to side. Yep, and then you'll steady the left leg, still keep it lifted, and then just a little like lift up and down, and then side to side, up and down. Keep flexing the left foot, steady the left leg. You're going to press your knee into the hands so the knee moves away from you. Yeah. Good, and then let your left leg come down. Good, we switch sides. Left knee hugs in, right foot extends. Keep the right heel off the ground, and just a little swing side to side. And then lifting the foot a little up and down, move slow. And then reach your right leg a little longer. We'll straighten the arms, press your left knee away. Beautiful, and then we'll switch sides, right? So now we're just gonna let the left leg come long on the mat. Kick your right heel up to the sky, hold on to the back of the leg. Point and flex your foot, or circle your ankle around. And then we'll take our right leg and cross it over to the left. You might have to shift your hips. You can also have a bend in your right knee. Arms come out to a T. And then we come all the way back up. Good, we switch sides. Right leg comes long on the mat, left knee hugs in. Give yourself a nice big hug here. And then we'll kick the left heel up to the sky, hold behind the leg. Point and flex the foot. Or circle your ankle around. And then we'll bend the left knee in. The left knee will come over to the right. Left arm reaches out. And then as you inhale, bring your legs back up. In the last pose, we'll take happy baby. So you can grab hold of the outside edges of the feet. Let yourself rock a little side to side. Right? Or maybe you have some other pose that you would like to do this morning. You can certainly do that. Take your time. And then when you're ready, you'll lower and extend all the way down for Shavasana. So you have a couple options too. If you have a blanket, you can roll up the blanket and place it underneath your knees. If you have a foam roller or an extra yoga mat, you can do the same thing. If you have yoga blocks, you can place one underneath your shoulders, like at your underneath the shoulder blades and lie back. Yeah, so you have a couple options. Or you can take a seated meditation. Right, so just taking the next, let's say 3 or 4 minutes or so, just focusing on your breath, your intention. And continuing to breathe, allow your inhales and exhales to relax the body. Then begin to expand your listening. Maybe you hear the sounds of the birds outside, the neighbor's dog barking. Just noticing. subtle things that are happening around us. Then begin to take a deeper breath in through the nose, into the belly, and out of the belly, out through your nose. Then wiggle your fingers, wiggle the toes. And stretch your arms and stretch the legs. Maybe rock your head from side to side. And then guiding one knee at a time into the chest. If you're in seated meditation, you just stay there and breathe. Right, and then hug the knees in, circle the knees around if you're lying down. And then slowly make your way onto one side. Beautiful. And then from there, you'll use your strong arms to come back up to a seated position. Right? Give yourself a minute to readjust to a more awakened state. And just notice your mind, your emotions, your heart, your physical body. And then we'll bring the hands in front of the heart center. And may your intention stay with you throughout the rest of your day, and the weekend, and the weeks to follow. Let it be a roadmap for you, your heart. And then take a moment to send yourself gratitude for your movements, your breath, your practice. And in honor of our time, I'll gently sing the sound of Om one time. You can sing along or just listen. I'll take a full breath in. Bow your head to your very own heart. Thank you all so much again for coming this morning and practicing with me. Namaste.